Hello, it's me, Sky, and welcome to my what I worked on in January, or a January wrap-up, or whatever I'm gonna call this video. So in this video, I'm just gonna show you everything that I worked on and a couple of things that I actually did finish in January. So I'm gonna talk about all my hobbies. I'll start with diamond painting in case that's all that you are here for, and then I'll let you know when I'm finished in case you want to leave at that point. But I'm gonna talk about all the different things that I do, like diamond painting and crochet and gaming and books, things like that. So really, this video is to hold me accountable so that I actually get something done, because honestly, nobody really watches these. My wrap up at the end of the month videos get very few views, so I'm holding me accountable, and those of you that are here watching this, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. So like I said, we're gonna start with diamond painting, and I really feel like this video is gonna go quick because I don't feel like I accomplished much, but maybe by the end of the video, after I've looked at all of it, I will feel a little better. But diamond painting, I have the February Diamond Art Club page for the calendar. It's very pretty, and if I am honest, I finished this today and it is February 1st, so this is not a January finish, but we're counting it anyway because it was finished by the time I filmed this video. Isn't she pretty? I like this one. I enjoyed working on this one more than I enjoyed the January page, and I really couldn't tell you why. I couldn't. Maybe it's the colors. I don't know, but I really did like working on this one. It went by quickly. I think that I finished it quicker than the January page as well, so I also, again, don't know why that would be, but it was very fun. It's very cute, and I'm gonna hang it on my wall now, and I'll just give you a little preview of what this is gonna be, the March one. I'm excited for that one. I think it's gonna be very pretty. Okay, next. I know that you're all just awaiting the suspense of if I finished Midnight Joy. And let me assure you, no, I did not. I did not finish Midnight Joy. I did get over halfway, so I'm definitely gonna give you a better shot of this. But like you can see, there's very little done at the top. The bottom is very pretty. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I still have all of the top to go. It's a tragedy, I know. I am taking a Christmas diamond painting into February, and I really don't want to, and I really would have put this one away by now. I had decided that I was going to kit up something else, and then it occurred to me that I don't have enough drill storage to kit up something else, or I might be able to swing it. I'm starting to think about it because I really want to move forward and get away from Christmas, but I know I need to finish this one. I know that it has to happen, and I might as well just get on with it, but maybe I could work on another piece in tandem with this one just so it doesn't feel like work, because right now every time I sit down to diamond paint and I'm like, oh yay, Christmas, and then I just don't do it and I put it off. So that's making it take even longer. So I'm thinking that I might just have to combine my storage containers. So I'm using 2 Elizabeth Ward containers to hold the drills for Midnight Joy, and I think I could use the rest of the second one and then a few tag-alongs that I have scattered around to kit up. I need to get it. I need to get it. I don't even have all the things that I need. This one, Sleepy Fairy. I think that I could fit this one in the amount of storage that I have available to me. What Lies Beneath was the one I said I was gonna work on next, but that one is really big and it has a lot of drills, and I don't think I have enough storage for that one to work. So I may just go ahead and do this one and work on it while I'm also finishing up Midnight Joy. That way I can have a break and I can work on something round drill because I'm really longing for some round drill kits. And then I can maybe move Midnight Joy to the finished pile by the end of the month, and also make some good progress on this one as well, I hope. I have in mind what I want to work on even after Sleepy Fairy, so I still don't know if it's going to be What Lies Beneath. So I'm not following through on what I said I was going to do very well, but that's okay. That's okay, because we diamond paint for joy and not, it's not work. So yes, I'm changing my mind. I don't know when we're going to get to What Lies Beneath, but it's still in my mind for this year. I still want to do it because I know that it's going to help me complete the Buzzword Diamond Painting Challenge, and it's going to check a lot of boxes for that. So I really do need to get to it. But Sleepy Fairy, I could, with that one, I could use it for the foliage prompt. And that's about it, isn't it? I don't think that I could count this one for any of the other prompts, but that's okay. That's okay. It still counts for one. All right, so that is all the diamond painting that I have to show you. I know that I did not do a great job this month, but that's okay. That's okay. We've got lots of year to accomplish many things. It's only, well, it's only February, but that was only 1 month, and I did get, I feel like I did progress a lot from the last time you saw it. Maybe I should put up like a picture or a clip from the last wrap-up video I did for the wrap-up for December, so you could see how little I had done on Midnight Joy. That way maybe it will look like I accomplished more than it feels like I did. But anyway, I'm done talking about diamond painting. We are gonna swap to crochet now. So last month I told you that I was going to work on a few Woobles kits that I got for Christmas from my friend Christiane, and I did do one of them. He is very, very cute. I think his name is Pierre, if I remember correctly. This was one of the smaller ones that she got me. She got me like a big Ravenclaw raven to crochet, and I haven't done that one yet, but then she got this one to travel alongside it in the shipping, and I did complete him. He's so cute. He's so tiny, but I was able to do this in a day, and it makes me happy. I have it sitting up, you may have seen it behind me in some videos, but I have it sitting up on my shelf over here just because it makes me smile. And then my big finish of the month was that I finally finished my shawl that I've been working on since September, and I'm trying to unfold. There's no way to fold one of these, like it's triangle shaped, so there's no way to fold it very like with neat corners or anything. So every time I unfold it, I have to find the ends of it. But oh, it's so pretty. It's so much bigger than I thought it would be. And I mean, I guess that's good, because that justifies the amount of time that it took me to accomplish the whole thing. But I feel like it could have gone a lot faster, but I did get it done, weaved in the ends. I want to show the whole thing to you. Hang on, let's back the camera up. That's a little better. You still can't see it all, and you can see Nugget's toy pile over there. But yeah, it's so big. And it's so warm. I still don't know about the colors of this. I like it more now that it's finished, and I feel like it has the fall vibes. Like I'm looking at it now, like in February, thinking I don't really like this, but come September, I think I'll like these colors. I don't know. I'm looking at myself in the little viewfinder thing over here. So if you're wondering why I'm staring off this way. Anyway, the shawl is done. I started my temperature blanket. Oh my God, I don't have it either. A lot of things happened today before I was able to make this video. There was a whole lot of, I've been trying to film this like all day, and I just now got to be able to do it, and I just didn't prepare. I was just like, oh, finally, I'll run film. Didn't bring anything over here. Whatever, just going with the flow. Okay, here's my here's my temperature blanket. I did not make it very far. It's like almost a temperature scarf at this point. It is, I think this is 13 days. I think I have 13 rows on here. And I can do several rows in a day. I can still catch up is what I mean. That's where I'm going with that, is I know that I can still easily catch up and not get so far behind that there's no possible way that I could ever get it finished. But it's long. It's gonna be a nice size blanket. I'm not all the way done with this row. That's what the one I'm working on now, but I was trying to give you an idea of the length, but that'll be for future months. I am really liking the colors though. I think the color combination is working out really well, at least so far. We had one like really warm day here, and then this is one of my this is my coldest color, this lightest one here. So we had like a really warm day and then it just cooled off for several days. I am going to be able to put a snow day in here. So some people, when they do temperature blankets, they will get like a one particular color, a special color for if it snows. And I did not even bother buying a color for that because it would never snow here. And then it did. So I just bought white. I'm just gonna do white on my snow day, which should be coming up in probably 5 or 10 rows from here. But yeah, that's all the progress I have on that. It will, I'm hoping in future months, look a lot more impressive. But for now, that's all I have. And I think that is all I have for crochet. I will just go ahead and tell you that for cross stitch and for gaming, I'm still doing the same thing I was doing last month. I put like 3 strands of floss into my cross stitch project and it looks exactly the same pretty much. And I am still playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And at this point, I am trying not to finish it. I keep doing things that aren't the main story things just so it doesn't end and no one else dies. So I don't know how long that's going to take me, but it can take as long as it wants to take. I'm thoroughly enjoying that game. Okay, lastly, we have books. I actually have these like nearby. And what I'm going to do with the books, I'm going to be very brief with the books because I actually have a full January wrap-up video of just books over on my book channel. So I will link you to that channel, that video. And if you care about books, if you watch BookTube, I feel like the amount of time that I would spend telling you about these books would be more than the entire rest of this video, and I don't want to do book overload on this channel. So I have a whole video devoted to that somewhere else. So if you want to check that out, I would be very grateful. And also, if you don't want to check that out, then I'm gonna try to go fast with what I'm about to go through with these books. So I started off the year with None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. This one, Lisa Jewell's an author that I've read from before and enjoyed. This one is about 2 women, Josie and Alex, who have the same birthday, and they end up doing a podcast together. And it ends up that like one of them has had a very difficult life and might be a little bit sinister. And I'll leave it at that. But I gave this one, I think that this was a 3-star book. But in the end, in the acknowledgements page, Lisa Jewell references a cancer charity and gives you information on like what they do and how you can help. And I just thought that was such a nice thing to do. And so I bumped it up to 4 stars. I mean, it was a good enough book. I gave her last book 4 stars. I know that she's a great author. I will read from her again. The second book I read was The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This one follows women over time. So we time jump. There's a woman in the present day who's like going on her 10th anniversary trip to London by herself because she's just found out her husband is cheating on her. The other timeline is in the late 1700s when women were basically just like nobodies in society, which I guess was long before and long after that period of time. But that is the situation that those women are in, where the woman we're following at the start in the 1700s is, she owns an apothecary shop and she is able to keep it completely secret, and she serves only women. Women are the only ones that know where her shop is, and they're the only ones that care. Okay, my battery died. We are back. Anyway, the woman, she's an apothecary. She gives women remedies that will result in death for the men in their lives. She will not give any poisons to that will hurt a woman, but she will assist women who are in bad positions or just want revenge, just something petty. She'll give them something that will kill a man. And then there is a 12-year-old girl who you read from her perspective as well, and she comes in contact with the apothecary, and they get wrapped up in all sorts of unfortunate events. And that sounds good. Well, no, I need to tell you that the lady in the present, she finds an item that connects her with the women from the past. So that's what she's doing. It sounded like her story was irrelevant, but no, she's doing things too. I gave this 4 stars. I thought it was really good. I'm gonna read from this author more. The next book I read was an audiobook. It's called Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. It's like a fully casted audiobook, and it's about a podcast, so it's all acted out as the podcast is read, and it has like music and all the things to go along with it. So it was very much like listening to a podcast. It was so good. I listened to it in a day. It didn't do anything completely outside of the box. The main character, Lucy, has been accused of killing her best friend years ago, and she was in a small town. They all thought she did it, but she never got convicted of it, so she moved out of there because it must be terrible to live amongst people that think you murdered your best friend. But then a podcaster digs up the cold case, starts doing a podcast about it, so now everyone in America is hearing that Lucy killed her best friend. So she loses her job, ends up going back home. The podcaster ends up in her hometown, and you just get to hear the interviews of her ex-husband, her parents, her friends, people she knew in high school. Just all of that is just laid out. And she has a very convenient case of amnesia. And I'll leave it at that. But I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was great. The next book I read is Death of the Author by Nnedi Okorafor. I gave this one 3 stars. I really didn't like it very much, but it was written very well. And this is like a book within a book. So the main story is following Zelu, who is a Nigerian American disabled woman, and she becomes an author, and she writes a sci-fi book, and that sci-fi book that she writes is in here. Like, some chapters from the book are within this book. So you're getting Zelu's life and how she's handling the fame that happens once her book is published and is successful, and just the things that happen in her life for the next many years. And then also interspersed, you'll have the chapters of the novel that she's written. And I really enjoyed the Rusted Robots parts. Not so much Zelu's parts, but that's okay. Definitely would still recommend reading this for the social commentary, for sure. I thought there was some important things that were talked about, and also the final chapter is really good. It ties it all up really nicely. And the last book that I read is called The Family Experiment. It's by John Mars, and this one, it just follows a reality TV show that people are in like these VR suits, and they have an avatar that goes into the metaverse, and they will be given a meta child, so this AI baby that they have to take care of for this reality show. And at the end of the reality show, whichever family wins, they get to keep their baby, who will by that point be a grown-up. And everyone that loses their child gets like deactivated. So they like kill the meta child, and it all seems very, the children seem very real. So it does seem like there are stakes, because it seems like there's, well, no stakes here. It's just like a little data thing, but it really does, you get attached to the children, and it is sad when somebody gets kicked off the show. But it is very dramatic, very readable. There is a background story going on about like child trafficking. All sorts of things are happening. All of the people on the show have dark backgrounds that you discover. It's fun. But I gave it 3 stars because I didn't really, it didn't do anything for me. It just was a fun time. Okay, so that is all the books that I read in January. I did do, for the buzzword readathon, I did do a book with a pattern. Death of the Author has like a pattern on the, and behind the silhouette there. And then the title one was Truth and Lies. So I accidentally did both Truth and Lies because I read None of This Is True, and then I read Listen for the Lie. So I did 2 for that one by accident. Not next month, February, this month, because it's February the 1st, is for Waterwords and Skyline. So I have 2 books that I want to read that would fulfill both prompts. There's Water Moon. I'm gonna put up a picture of the cover there, which has a skyline and the word water. And then what is the other one? I can't remember the title. All the Water in the World, that's what it's called. And it also has water and a skyline. So either of those books, I want to read them both, so that'd be great if I get to them both, but one of them would fulfill both prompts. So that's at least one of my plans for February. I don't really have a strict TBR, otherwise I'll just let you know at the end of this month what I chose to read. Okay, I think that's everything. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. I need to go get started on all of these unfinished projects that I have laying around. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you completed or worked on in January, and I hope you had a great month. I know so many people are already saying that 2025 is a struggle, and I hate to see that. 2024 was such a slog for pretty much everyone. I don't think I have heard a single person say, you know, 2024, best year of my life. Not one person. So I was really hoping that 2025 would start off with some positivity, but it seems like everybody's having a really hard time. So if that's you, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I hope that this year gets better. And for me, January was good. It was good. And I hope it continues this way. I do have to have a root canal on Monday, so that's not as good. But I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be fine. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you with, I don't know what video is coming up. Oh, I think I have a sneak peek coming up this week that you will see next. But if I'm wrong on the dates on that, then it will be the roundup that you see next. So anyway, I will see you in the next video. Bye.